We also give the latest in news, interviews, laughter, and much more. Hey, I want to thank you for listening to this podcast or checking out our show on this station. But, yo, you got to check out the live show. The live show airs every Tuesday, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on ReverbLiveShow.com. During the live show, you can post your comments, and we'll read them live on the air, making you part of the live show. All you have to do is go to Instagram Live, Facebook Live, and now just go to YouTube Live. See our stream live, post your comment live, and we'll read them live during the show, making you part of each and every episode. Listen, when we come back, we'll check in with the entire Reverb Live crew to see what's going on with them this episode. And, of course, we'll get back to some music. Don't go anywhere. It's the Reverb Live Show with DJ Rain.
It's the Reverb Live Show, playing the hottest in Christian hip-hop and R&B.
Yeah, it's lit. I've been blessed up, I've been broke down. Gotta catch up, gotta shine now. Running faster, I can't slow down. Gotta catch up, gotta shine now. Cause I've been blessed up, I've been broke down. Gotta catch up, gotta shine now. Running faster, I can't slow down. Gotta catch up, gotta shine now. I got the moves, bearing that fruit now. I got the juice, God has been cooking now. I got the soup, put this together, yo. Willie is clever, I cannot do better, yo. I got the blues, when I go solo, yo. I've been a fool, God has been changing me, now I make moves. Whether the weather is sunny or pouring, His presence gon' pour in. Ride away, yeah. Ain't got no fright today, yeah. I'm gonna rise today, yeah. Don't gotta fight the way, cause I'm peeping through visuals, some individuals far from original. I kept it real, never flip my reciprocals. I had to heal and forgive unforgivables. I've been blessed up, I've been broke down. Gotta catch up, gotta shine now. Running faster, I can't slow down. Gotta catch up, gotta shine now. Cause I've been blessed up, I've been broke down. Gotta catch up, gotta shine now. Running faster, I can't slow down. Gotta catch up, gotta shine now. 100 bands, okay. 100 bands, no layaway. All gon' pass, no you can't save. Better pray, your soul is safe, no escape. See the top and the lows, hold me down, I'ma roll. You should beat who you rose, you exposed, you a disappearance. Now your worth looking real low like a clearance. Thought you giving up, well, where the perseverance? Gotta stick to it even with the inner talking about the spirit. Ooh yeah, ayy, that's a slut now. I ain't gotta flex, no stunt now. Yeah, I've been down, no bluff now. Yeah, I've been down, but I'm up now. So pull up with the test, won't flunk now. I ain't gotta stress now, I ain't gotta fuss now. I just gotta go and live my best, you know what now? Cause I'm up now. Yeah. I've been blessed up, I've been broke down. Gotta catch up, gotta shine now. Running faster, I can't slow down. Gotta catch up, gotta shine now. Cause I've been blessed up, I've been broke down. Gotta catch up, gotta shine now. Running faster, I can't slow down. Gotta catch up, gotta shine now. Yeah.
The best urban gospel show airing right now. It's the Reverb Live Show, playing the hottest in Christian hip-hop and R&B.
Reverb, and echo through my heart. Bring the beat back, man. Reverb, well, to me my flesh is so good, so now please turn up your effect.
Reverb Live Show, Reverb Live Crew is in the building. I told you I'm not doing this by myself. We got the whole entire crew up here backing me up. Listen, let's go around the horn and see what's going on with the crew this episode. Tracy the Professor, what's good with you?
What's good, DJ Rain? What's good, Kicker King D3 and Reverb Live listeners out there? Man, I have May Funny, meaning the month of May Funny.
Oh, okay.
Maybe, no, you know what? I'm going to call it Niece Chronicles because I got a bunch of nieces.
Yes.
That I talk about all the time. And this one, she's also hilarious. She's almost like a little Tiffany Haddish. So this little one, she was going to go to stay with her grandmother over the weekend, you know, beginning like in May 1st, like starting May 1st or whatever. So she was about to go out of town with everybody else. All of the other nieces and cousins, they were getting ready to go out of town for a little day trip, go out of town, come right back on the last day of April. So that was the whole plan. Well, this little one, she says, well, I don't really want to go anymore. So she don't want to go out of town on a day trip no more with all the other cousins. So she's asked why. Like she said, I want to go to my grandmother's house today. And the question was, okay, well, why? Why do you want to go to your grandmama's house today? She said, because my grandmama is going to Disney World in May, and tomorrow is May.
Oh, my goodness.
That baby did not want to miss that
You're
trip
not gonna miss me.
to
Whether
Disney
she
World.
going to May 28th, May 30th, May 10th.
She just knew it was May.
Right.
And she said, you know what? No. They're going to Orlando in May, and tomorrow is May.
Yeah.
I want to go today before May happens.
Yeah.
She
Man,
did
kids
not
are
want to miss
cute.
it. She did not want to miss that.
Kids are
That's
cute,
good.
man.
She was serious about her Disney.
Yeah, she skipped another trip so that she can go. She's not going to Disney until another 2 weeks, but it was just the fact that she knew her months and she knew that the month was about to start. And so she was like, no, I don't want to go with y'all. I want to go to Disney World.
Also checking into the studio, we got my man King D3. D3, what's up, man?
What's happening, man? What's going on with the crew, man? What's going on with our listeners, our supporters, man, our family, everybody that keeps us, keeps us going. And most definitely, what's going on with our Heavenly Father? We already know. You want to know why? Well, because he tuned in. He tuned in moments before you did. But as I always say, it is okay because as long as God is in front of you, you are in the right position. Oh, man. I was watching, radio shows, specifically the Breakfast Club at the time, different artists speaking. And, as we all have the tendency to do, if we're going to be on radio, it's good to watch others do it as well. Critique yourself. So I was in that mode. I just so happened to be watching the right interview. Tracy, you know a lot about TikTok with the song, you're running your track star, that dance that they do. I was watching that artist in particular. As he was on the Breakfast Club, he mentioned, man, I started off in the church. And he actually was in the military for 4 years. Came out, did music, father, passed, things of that nature, artist named Mooski. But he said, yeah, man, how I got into this is I used to love, I started off doing gospel rap. And when my father passed, I just needed a space to vent because the military had him so hard. He said, man, one of my favorite artists was Trip Lee.
Oh, wow.
And
He gave Trip Lee a shout out.
Trip Lee is lit.
Bro,
Wow.
Trip Lee, I fell over until the foolishness on the Breakfast Club happened and somebody ignorantly said, who is Trip Lee? I wanted to jump in. Listen.
Well, you can't do nothing if somebody in the world, if they don't know the people who are in the church. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to hear that. That's how I felt. That's how I felt because and I understood. I definitely understood, but I guess when you fall in love with an artist for his artistry as much as his ministry, it's like, oh, you need to know. At that moment, he needed to figure out who Trip Lee was.
If he said, man, my favorite dude was Lecrae.
And I was going to say that part after. He said, now, all I know is Lecrae. Now, I know Lecrae.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, then he probably would, it would have been different.
Yeah.
He just ain't no Trip like that.
So somebody call Lecrae and tell Lecrae to bring Trip Lee to the Breakfast Club. Thank you. And it settles that.
Yeah,
And
big up the other artists on your label.
Come on, man.
True.
Tell Lecrae to bring Trip Lee to the Breakfast Club because he changed the life of an artist that's changing the lives of people currently.
Nice.
That's what's
Good
up.
stuff. Good
Yes,
stuff.
sir.
Good stuff. I told you my mom's in town, so I was able to hang out with her more on a consistent basis. She's retired now. She's up here helping us out around the house.
Wait,
spending
I'm
a
sorry,
good time
hold on.
with the grandkids.
Your mama's in town.
My mama's in town.
And so to me, that equates Jamaican food.
It could equate
She ain't
that.
gonna
Yeah,
never
yeah,
let-
yeah.
It could.
It
y'all.
equates
Here they go, y'all.
oxtails and saltfish and
Let him have
ackee
his check
yeah,
and,
yeah.
and dumplings.
Fried dumplings.
Oh my goodness.
Brown
Okay,
stew
all right.
chicken, curry chicken. Yeah, all of that.
Oh.
And you just as petty, Rain.
Right.
This ain't got nothing to do with me. Go ahead.
So she's of that age. She's retired now,
Oh,
and they're telling
Amen.
everybody of a certain age, hey, you need to go get vaccinated. She was going to get vaccinated where she's from, but because she's spending time here, she didn't want to miss her second thing.
Okay.
So she's like, hey, when I come down there, you have to take me to go get vaccinated. So I said, yeah, Mom, I'll do that for you.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
time goes by, and I said, all right, Mom, I was able to talk to the pharmacist because I know the guy, and I was able to squeeze you in. But why don't we go down there together? So we went down there to go get vaccinated, both of us. So I said, might as well go. And it turns out you just can't walk up there. You have to make a whole, you have to plan and organize and register and all this stuff. I didn't do all that. I thought I knew the guy back there. He's going to let me get one. And it turns out that he only has one vaccination available.
Oh, you or your mom.
So only one of us can get vaccinated.
Survival of the fittest.
Mind you, it's Mother's Day coming up.
Oh.
Mind you, I'm her only child.
Oh, why it's got to be between the only child? That's your only mother.
Yes, my only mom. I'm the
Yeah,
only one that's
so-
going to take care of her.
Yeah.
But she's older, so I looked to my mom. I said, "Well, Mom, you don't have much longer to be on the
I'm
earth.
About to cut
so,
the radio off.
but you know what? While you're here, we want you to spend as much time with us as possible.
You know what, Rain? Don't you do it.
So you take the vaccine.
That
Don't-
came
Rain,
out
you almost,
sweet. That
I
came
almost
out
jumped
good.
across the table
You
for
took
your
us
mama.
Here.
and then,
Mr.
yeah. But she was able to get the vaccine.
Okay.
Beautiful.
She got the shot, and she said for some reason she feels cold a lot. I don't know if it's an old thing or an
Your
age
mama is
thing.
gonna come up here, and this show is gonna be cut short.
It has different
I don't know what the
side effects.
effects are, but now she's not feeling. She's still active. She still likes to go out and cut grass and go on long walks
Okay.
and do a lot of stuff
mom.
around the house. But I don't know. But I'm trying to tell her, hey, just take it easy. You just got the vaccine. You have the virus in your body. Is trying to do something. Let your body recuperate and get over it.
Rain, everybody who's listening, the virus is not in
Okay,
your
the
body.
virus is not in you. The virus is not in you. But
He
just-
think
it's-
about that,
right.
He think about that cup he drank.
Right.
And so y'all go
Beginning
check
of the
out
show.
Rain last check-in from the
Oh,
last
man.
show, and y'all understand why he going through.
but she's doing good. She's doing better, and I do not have the vaccine. I sacrificed
Yes.
me getting the vaccine so she can get the vaccine, so
Come
she
on,
can be
man.
on this earth longer, Tracy.
on,
that's that's you can always go schedule it for yourself later on.
But the sacrifice.
Or
though.
it depends on what Walmart you walking in, because in one of our other shows, I was telling y'all I was
Just
walking through Walmart. That lady said, boom, attention all Walmart shoppers. If you'd like the
You work
Moderna
there.
vaccine, please come to the pharmacy. I'm like, dang, y'all
Yeah.
giving it away for free. Y'all
Yeah.
just tossing it out, making it rain with vaccine.
Right. Y'all can't miss these check-ins, man.
People, we are going to make it rain with the Reverb of the Day coming up next, and we got some. Hey, why don't we just get into it? We'll talk about moms later on in the show. Don't go anywhere. It's the Reverb Live Show with DJ Rain.
Hey, what's up? This is Miss Pascat. You're listening to Reverb Live, the new urban gospel talk show, giving you the latest news, live interviews, and the hottest gospel music.
Yeah. Hey. Aye. Is that the acrylic? That's the canvas. She love looking in his brown eyes, yeah. They been dancing on the cloud nine, yeah. He been keeping her up all night, yeah. Phone cuffing, it been long time, yeah. He be wondering if she lies, yeah. She be hoping that he keep it 100. He been looking for a wife like, yeah. She been praying that he upright, yeah. She follow God, that's a plus, right? Yeah. He look into her eyes, heard it right. Yeah. The sound of forever, him and her together, they both with the same questions, they be screaming out. Tell me, do you love me, want me, keep me, here's my hand, just bring me closer. My heart is open, this ring is closure. But baby, don't fail me, baby, don't fail me. Baby, don't fail me, baby, don't fail me, baby, don't fail me, baby, don't fail me, yeah. Divorces at a high rate, get together just to migrate. High stakes. Many couples lose faith in the mind state. That's why we keep a circle round, got the ring game. It's a whole lot of chasing this. grace. Stay away from face painters. That's fake. And tell me what's your foundation? Is that safe? Either sand or your pavement. Which way? Gotta hustle for the change in you. Give space. This is God in the church, ain't it? So don't play. Better keep up the pace in this race. Not many have been made for this. Some say this the beginning. Family be the key in it. Let go and be free in it. Together our goals, our flaws, our losses. Our soul, pray, push, go. Tell me, do you love me, want me, keep me? Here's my hand, just bring me closer. My heart is open, this ring is closure. But baby, don't fail me. 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 Yeah, yeah.
Hey, what's up? It's AI the Anomaly, and right now you are listening to the Reverb Live Show with DJ Rain.
Have you liked us yet? Connect with the Reverb Live Show today. Like us on Facebook and follow at Reverb Live Show on Twitter and Instagram.
They're not ready for this one.
Put your Bible in the hand, Bible in the hand, put your Bible in the hand, Bible in the hand, put your Bible in the hand, Bible in the hand, put your Bible in the hand, Bible in the hand, put your 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 Bible in the hand,
Okay.
put your Bible in the hand.
Reverb Live Show. Reverb Live Crew is in the building. DJ Rain.
It's May, Tracy.
And Cooker King D3.
And you know what? I should have started over. It's Loving My Mom Rain. Hey, there you go. There you go.
Oh,
there you go.
that's so
Let's put it that way.
sweet.
Y'all hear the song in the background, Reverb Word of the Day. Get your Bibles in the air. Before we put our Bibles in there, I mean, I know we got some live people checking into the live show with us. Let's start at D3 to see who's checking into the live show.
Man, we got _comp in the building. We got, of course, our man, the Light 77 in the
lights
building.
in the game, okay.
Yeah, man. We got Say_Quad in the building. Yes, sir. And
Dope.
we got Tim 12362 in the building. What up, Tim? And yes, I do see you waving at us. Who is that? Agent _48_unknown and concept booking. What's happening?
There you go. There you go. There you go. A lot of people checking into the live show. Tracy, what are you serving up for us today?
Today we have Isaiah chapter 49, verse 15. But before I read the Reverb Word of the Day, we want to encourage all of our listeners out there to read at least one scripture verse a day. Just one. So Isaiah 49:15, it says, can a woman forget her nursing child and have no compassion on the son of her womb? Even these may forget, but I will not forget you.
Oh, let's talk that.
It is the word of God who's saying, listen, first of all, we're slated for Mother's Day this season.
Mm-hmm.
And so since we have that, then you can see the compassion of a woman, of a mother, nursing her child, holding her child, comforting her child.
Nothing like it.
Right. Nothing like it. Nothing like it.
That's right.
And could she, not have any compassion on her child? No, but you know what? There are some people who may or may not be perfect out there. God is like, you know what? Even sometimes a mother may be messed up sometimes. It's all good.
Right.
That's why you got your aunties and your grandmamas
Stability.
and your
Nice,
godmamas
nice,
and
yeah.
everybody else.
Foster moms.
Foster mamas and everybody else, right? But God is saying, some people may forget. Some of these may forget, but I will not forget
That's
you.
dope. That's
So
dope.
if you're out there and you're thinking, man, God he done forgot me. Man, I think I done lost the favor of God.
Yeah.
Man, I think I done messed up. You know how you get saved and then 2 weeks later you done messed up again? He's like, dang, what happened?
Yeah.
Where God go? What's going on with my life?
Yeah.
God has not forgotten you. Matter of fact, there's a song, what was that? Israel New Breed? I am not forgotten.
Ooh, that's a-
I
yeah.
am not, that song. It's one of those things where God has not forgotten you. You may feel like, in despair. You may feel lost. You may feel like, man, there's no hope. Situations may have happened that's not the best, that you wish were totally different. But God has not forgotten you. Put your trust in that. Put your hope in that. God has not forgotten you. Just like a mama holds a baby and comforts a baby and has compassion on the son of her womb, so God also remembers you.
Amen, amen, amen. You just been taught that God does not forget about you. people who also do some teaching is our moms. Moms have taught us a lot of things over our years. So why don't we take a break, come back, and we're going to talk about these mamas that have talked and taught us some great things. And if we didn't teach them, well, if they didn't teach us, we learned the hard way.
The hard way.
They was going to teach us something eventually. People, don't go anywhere. We're going to talk about our moms in a good way when we come back. It's the Reverb Live Show with DJ Rain.
It's the Reverb Live Show with DJ Rain.
The Reverb Live Show would like to thank our sponsors, Alpha Omega Internet and Digital Solutions. That's Alpha Omega IDS. Come visit this nationwide digital provider located in the Governor Square Mall next to Express Clothing across from Cinnabon. They offer internet service with multiple carriers, cable, home security, cell phones, and many more services. Alpha Omega IDS also offers digital solutions for your home. They can provide modems, Wi-Fi extenders, doorbell cameras, indoor and outdoor cameras, fire sticks, and a host of smart home gadgets. They even offer the new MetroNet high-speed fiber optic network for Tallahassee residential and commercial customers. They also offer AT&T, Xfinity, Spectrum, ADT, Vivint Smart Home Security, Windstream, HughesNet, ViaStream, and much more. Ask about their Alpha Internet Service provider. Get this, it's a wireless device with unlimited data and huge bandwidth. Their Alpha Internet device offers high-speed internet even in rural areas. You can even take the device with you on the go anywhere in the country. There's no contract or credit check required. Please visit them in the Governor Square Mall across from Cinnabon, or give them a call at 866-251-4094. That's 866-251-4094. Visit their website at alphaomegaids.com. Your internet and home solutions provider from beginning to end.
You're tuned into the Reverb Live Show with DJ Rain, playing the hottest in Christian hip-hop and R&B.
Hey, this is Warren Campbell. You listen to the Reverb Live Show with DJ Rain.
EC. It's my baby mama. You already know though. Check it out. Hey, they wanna ask how long I'll be here. I say forever, let's just be clear. I'ma be loving you. I'll be loving you. Everybody that's up in here, throw your blessings so it's clear. I'ma be loving you. I'll be loving you.
I just wanna show you that it's certain. Okay. When my hands up, I call it worship. Okay. Yeah, I know it's real. Yeah, I know it's real. Oh, dear. And I ain't got a question how I feel. Yeah. Give me purpose. No, I never ever nervous. Everything you say, believe him. No, I never ever leave him. I ain't stepping down off this word. I'ma keep this thing clear, that's for sure.
Well, they wanna ask how long I'll be here. I say forever, let's just be clear. I'ma be loving you. I'll be loving you. Now everybody that's up in here, throw your bless up so it's clear. I will be loving you. I'll be loving you.
I love how my God, he feels the same about me. You can hear me telling in my testimony. He's alright, you say. He's alright, trust me. And we're going up. He gonna rain down victory. Everything that you need, he can guarantee. Love that will make you whole, let it overflow. So here's where I'll be. I just gotta let you know.
Wanna ask how long I'll be here. I say forever, let's just be clear. I'ma be loving you. I'll be loving you. Now everybody that's up in here, just throw your bless up so it's clear. I'ma be loving you.
Neither the hurt, neither the hate, neither the time I gotta wait, neither the death will separate. Never change my mind, never from the love of God.
They wanna ask how long I'll be here. I say forever, let's just be clear. I'ma be loving you. I'ma be loving you. here. Though your best of self was clear, I'ma be loving you for the rest of my life. I'ma be loving you I'ma be loving you all of my life, rest of my life. I'ma be loving you all of my life, the rest of my life.
Said I'll always be here.
All the rest of my life,
I ain't going nowhere.
all of my life, all the rest of my life,
Ain't going nowhere.
all of my life, all the rest of my life,
Forever.
all of my life.
Let's get to the point.
Inspiring, informative, and entertaining. It's the Reverb Live Show with DJ Rain.
This is a guided meditation on parenting. Take a deep breath in and let go of the time you and your son played basketball and you attempted to slam dunk. Or when you hit that piñata into your neighbor's yard. Let it go.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you. For more information on how you can adopt, visit adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
I don't recycle. I mean, we can just find another planet for your kids to live on, you know?
Noted non-recycler Tommy Crenshaw talks about the future.
Oh, I can totally see finding another planet that can support life when ours fills up with trash.
Log on to yougottabekidding.org and learn about all the ways you can recycle, unless you're into lame excuses like Tommy's.
Hey, recycling's just not my thing. Starting over on a new planet? Now that's exciting.
Don't be that guy, unless you want people looking at you funny. Log on to yougottabekidding.org.
Reverb, and echo through my heart. Bring the beat back, man. Reverb, well, to me, my flesh is so good, so now please turn up your effect. Reverb, echo through my heart.
Reverb Live Show. Reverb Live Crew is in the building. DJ Rain.
Master Minister Tracy.
King D3. Did you know that there are over 2 billion mothers in the world?
Billion?
85 million of those are here in the United States of America. Mothers are an amazing thing, man. Mothers, they're amazing for what they do, what they've accomplished, for what they sacrifice, and for what they teach us.
Oh, yeah.
There's got to be a lot of things that our mothers have taught us, whether it be your mom, your auntie, your big mama, grandmama, mama,
Big mama. God mama.
God mama, all mamas are out there. Stepmoms, non-stepmoms, whatever you want to call them.
Stepmamas, everybody, yeah.
Everybody
Bonus
out there.
mama.
They've learned a lot of things in this life, and they've imparted a lot of wisdom to us. So today we're going to talk about the things that your mom has taught you, or all the mothers have taught you, that you probably still teach to your children, or things that you learn. And you're like, I'm going to always remember that.
Yeah.
Or something that you're going to always pass down. It's going to be tough because I was trying to think of, only one thing really stood out to me.
Uh-oh.
Probably two.
Rain, you about to cry?
No, I'm about to cry. It was something in my nose. Something in my nose.
That's what it was? Oh, that's what
Yeah,
you can
that's
cry
all
when you
it
talk about your mama. That's fine. It's your mama. Go
Just
on.
not on the radio, that's all.
But yeah, our moms taught us a lot, man. So we want to hear from you. What are some of the things that your mom taught you, or a female figure, mother-like figure, taught you that you're going to always remember and you're going to pass down to your kids? Just go around the table just one time. Tracy, you're living life now without your mom. So those lessons that your mom taught you are very important. You hold to those dearly. What are some things that she taught you?
My mama told me, she taught me about not stealing. And I learned the hard way.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So my mama used to have this little piggy bank on her tape in her window. And it's where you have quarters, nickels, dimes, pennies. And it's in a row and it's clear so you can see. So she knew, and it said what the word was. So on the sideways, vertically, it said quarters, nickels, dimes, etc. So ice cream truck comes, I'm going to get me some. I know what a change is.
Oh, Lord.
So I go in my mama room and I take some of the quarters and dimes and nickels.
Yeah.
And I get my little snack from the ice cream truck.
Yeah.
when she came home, she said, "You been in my change?" I said, "No, I ain't been in your change."
Oh man,
you bold.
Wow.
I said, "No, I ain't been over there. That's your stuff. I didn't even know that was there."
And you put something on top of it.
Right,
Wow.
I didn't even know that was there. She said, "You lying.
Ooh.
It's just me and you in here." And I know where my quarters was at because it was up to the letter R on quarters. Remember I said? So she said, "For that, I'm gonna beat you, but I'm not gonna beat you for beat your bottom. I'm gonna beat your hands for stealing."
Ooh,
and
my.
she made me put my hands in my knuckles side by side, and she beat my knuckles with the back of a wooden broom.
Ooh, did you hold the quarters?
And I couldn't. No,
While you
I
did
spent the quarters, but because I stole and I lied on top of that.
Yeah.
So she taught me. I learned the hard way. Don't steal.
Yeah, like literally, because I'm sure that broom wasn't soft.
Because in her mind, she's like, you know what? If you steal now, if you steal out there, then I can't protect you out there. But if you steal, if I teach you not to steal now in my house, and I beat you here, then you'll be a better person later on.
That's good. That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
D, your mom is a character, man. She's a mama to a lot of kids.
Yeah,
kids that not even her kids. She's mama.
Facts.
So there's got to be she's giving out kudos of life tips, knowledge, and life experiences. What's some of the things she taught you?
So it's interesting because as Tracy was speaking, I was like, man, what did my mom teach me? What did my mom teach me? It's not that it isn't anything. My mom isn't that verbal person who, and I think I learned from my mom inadvertently. And what I've learned from her is how to take advantage of relationships, opportunities in regards to how to navigate the people around you, how to be very sociable, how to be accommodating to spaces for your benefit, and how to kind of spread your wings and spread love in that area. And the reason I learned that is not because my mom set me down. It's not because she told me this is what she does. She don't have cool quotes like my aunt has. You know what I mean? But she does everything that she wants you to do, and then she just tell you that, hey, you've seen me act and you've seen what's come of it, so why not?
Yeah.
And so the things that's come of it has been good. So, I want to be like mom.
Yeah.
I want to be a hard worker like my mom.
Wow.
I saved a message in my phone from years ago, just telling because I told my mom, I thought I was talking to her. She wasn't there. That's why I saved the message. But I just want to be a hard worker like her to the point that I matter at my job, so I can't leave.
Nice. As I was thinking about this topic, I can only think of one thing when I was sitting down. And it's something that she used to always say to me. And let me see if I get it right. Because my mom is from Jamaica, so there's an accent that goes with it.
Okay, can't just say it. Gotta,
What she said?
Take your time.
Oh yeah, she said, "Don't follow friend. Don't follow friend. Cause friend will make you end up in that jail." So don't follow your friends.
Okay.
Because following your friends will lead you to go to jail.
Okay, yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's some scripture you can pull out of there and put something together. But the whole point is, don't follow what after everybody else is doing.
Yeah.
Because what they're doing, they're going to end up in the bad, wrong places.
Yeah.
And man, and when she said, I can only think of like a friend of mine. He was my best friend at the time. For some reason, I don't know where I was. I think I was in Tallahassee at the time. But had I been home, I would have been with this best friend. For some reason, his friend came over. Well, his cousin, his friend came over and said, "Hey, man, let's go for a ride real quick." No problem. It's his friend. He knows his friend. He trusts his friend.
Yeah.
Went out with him and his friend and his cousin. The friend that was in the car ended up robbing some guy on the street. And they go on a wild chase somewhere, and the police are following them. The car crashes out of control. One person is paralyzed, and my best friend, who was in there with me, who I know, my best friend, he ended up having severe brain injury. He made it out the crash. Was in the hospital for weeks, but he was never the same. Never. He was legitimately smarter than me.
Wow.
But because he went through this accident, his brain, his mind was just never the same. And the friend that did the whole badness, nothing happened to him. Got in the car and ran away. Eventually, they caught him like weeks later.
That's insane, dude.
But had I been there, I would have been. And it's an innocent thing. It starts out innocent. but you don't know what somebody friend can lead you and your friend
Yeah.
to do. And it's like, man, I always remember that. Don't follow a friend, because a friend will make you end up in that jail.
I was just about to say, repeat that for us. There it is, man.
So there must be some good lessons out there that your friend has, that your mom has told you about, that have taught you. Please share some wisdom with us. I want to know. We'll go back around the room and then we'll do it again. But we want to stay on that topic just a little while long. And then if we get off of that, I got some interesting stories and tidbits where moms have shared some words of wisdom and some interesting stories that have just told some good tales that you can take home with you. Don't go anywhere. It's the Reverb Live Show with DJ Rain.
Have you liked us yet? Connect with the Reverb Live Show today. Like us on Facebook and follow at Reverb Live Show on Twitter and Instagram.
The gift that God is giving got me so amazed. I get better than I've earned, like I'm overpaid. I ain't deserving it all, homie, I know it's grace. But God gave me a wife to hold for all my days. She got me more than dazed. Babe, you're more than antidote to lonely days. You're my partner, you got my back with no delays. You don't just hold me down, you help me behold his ways. We seek his holy face, though the surface is only grace. Babe, I never thought that I would be the type choosing chilling with my wife over trying to sleep at night. But we kick it real hard, you never leaving, right? We're good, cause I love the ways that we alike. I found a good thing, praise God for wedding bells. This marriage is a picture of the story heaven tells. That means this one this can't be severed, but very well. By God's grace I'm married well, found a good thing.
You'll always be my love, oh my, my, my. You'll always be my love, my, oh my. I love you, I'll never leave. I want it to be always you.
They thought I was crazy when I told them I was getting married, right? They said that boy insane, he gone, he lost his brain. He too zealous, he just trying to go against the grain. He got his whole life ahead of him, so this is strange. But they don't get that getting other shit just isn't gain. And marriage isn't pain, in fact it's love and joy. God's plan for man and woman, they want to destroy by acting like it's prison. Avoid it cause it's hard. Look honestly, if it don't hurt, then you ain't loving hard. Look at Jesus on the cross, he got a ton of scars. Laid his life down for his bride, cause his love is large. My Lord, he set the bar high, and I'm falling short. But I be standing with my Savior when I'm called in court. So please forgive me, baby, when I don't love you right. You're so patient with me, girl, cause he's in your sights. So let's take on the world, let's love him hand in hand. Bye-bye the boyish ways, hello to family, man.
You'll always be my love, oh my, my, my. You'll always be my love, my, oh my. I love you, I'll never leave. I want it to be always you and only you. I found a good thing.
We prayed our wildest dreams, his will be done, we said. So let's be praying, bracing ourselves for what comes ahead. We pleaded with the Lord that he would give a child, and he graciously gave, though it took a while. That is a precious little soul, one who lives and moves. Never forget the way you smile when you broke the news. And now your belly's growing, baby, your skin is glowing. I already love him, I can't wait to get to know him. Till then I'm praying for him, that Jesus will sustain our little baby, protect him so that life remains. Through all the joys and pains, you know your husband's here. We'll run this race together, let's get this one thing clear. I'll never leave your side, I wasn't playing with you. When I wrote them vows, baby girl, I'm staying with you. And it ain't nothing that can separate us in this life. Can't nothing ever separate us from the love of Christ. Forever, ever, the Lord gon' be with us forever, ever, ever. So girl, I ain't gon' leave you ever, ever, ever. The Lord gon' be with us forever, forever, ever. So girl, I ain't gon' leave you ever, ever, ever. The Lord gon' be with us forever, ever. So girl, I ain't gonna leave you ever, ever, ever. Good Lord gon' be with us forever, ever, 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 ever.
You'll always be my love, oh my, my, my. You'll always be my love, my, oh my. I love you, I'll never leave. I want it to be always you and only you. I found a good thing.
You don't seem to understand something. The best urban gospel show airing right now. It's the Reverb Live Show with DJ Rain.
Reverb, reverb, and echo through my heart. Bring the beat back, man. Reverb, well, to me my flesh is so good, so Lord, please turn up your effect.
Reverb Live Show. Reverb Live Crew's in the building. I love my Mama Rain.
Master Minister Tracy.
And Mama Boy D3.
That's a good one. I like it. I like it. I like it.
Sir.
I mean, we're in here talking about our mamas, and we talking about them something good. We're here talking about the lessons that our mom has taught us. And to be honest, our mothers have taught us a lot of things, either through like a saying, like a word, like a phrase, or even by example, like what Dee was talking about, man. But I actually found some stories online about how mothers travel through life and just have this experience with each other and with their kids. Here's a story for you. I got this off a website, but I was reading it. I thought it was just so important. It touched me. I was rushed to the emergency room with complications from a high-risk pregnancy. This is not me. This is the story. After weeks of mandated bed rest in the hospital, I found myself suffering from an unfamiliar sadness. Then one day, my nurse brought a surprise to my room. It was a newborn named James. Now, James was not my child, but James's mom, who also experienced a high-risk pregnancy, sent her precious, brand-new, healthy son to me to hold, along with the encouraging message, "This is the reason why you're in the hospital." 3 decades later, my heart is still full of gratitude for baby James and his mom. So right there, it tells you that moms gives you a good lesson in selflessness, about how to have love for one another. I think that was a dope, thing. Now, you just had this baby to give it to someone else and say, let her hold it so she can know what the joy is of why she's doing this thing.
Right, why she's enduring this moment.
Yeah.
That's a challenge in her pregnancy, yes.
That was a good one. Here's another lesson that someone has learned. I think this is the lesson of compassion. This family said, hey, we lived in the Bronx, all 7 of us, with my single mom. It was mid-January, and there was a huge snowstorm. The snow was so thick, the highways came up to a complete stop. We lived about a half a block from the highway, and the darkness of night was slowly approaching, and there were several cars stuck with people and their kids and their families inside those cars.
Wow.
My mom stood up and said to my brother, I'm going to open up my house to the stranded people on the highway.
Oh.
Bruh.
That's a mom thing, man.
She said, please, go get them and invite them to our house. We had 13 family members come. Our living room was covered in sleeping bags, blankets, and pillows. And in the morning, we had 3 pots of coffee, 1 huge pot of hot chocolate, bacon, eggs, and warm French bread. Everyone showed such gratitude. Mom's act of kindness and humanity was so profound to me. She showed us all the selflessness of helping others.
Wow.
That is dope, bro.
Tell me that doesn't sound biblical almost, though. Like the opening
has
up
to.
of the home.
Yeah, it should be.
That's dope, yeah.
That mama know Jesus.
Yeah, okay. That's good. Man, I think that's why even as guys sometimes it's like embrace that part of that feminine energy that allows you to be vulnerable or allows you to think of things of that nature. Because what if mom's not there? And that's a fear. Just how we fear fathers not being there, man. Fear your mama not being there too, for sure.
Yeah, that's tough. Here's another story for you. 35 years ago, when my mom was 22, she became a widow and a mother in the same month. Can you imagine that?
That's crazy.
Lose your husband,
Gain a
and
child.
you just got a child, and you're doing it by yourself.
Yeah.
The life she had imagined was stolen from her in a heartbeat. She tried to move on, but couldn't. She was lost. She gave me to my father's family to be raised in the United States. So obviously she was like in some other country somewhere. Some called her weak for doing this. Others called her selfish. I could be mad or bitter, but instead, I'm grateful for the life I have and to have a mother who sacrificed our relationship to give me a chance at a better life. I call her courageous.
Man.
That's
Awesome.
tough.
That's
To
big.
just
man.
have a child, I'm like, yo, I'm not going to be able to provide the family or the life that I thought I could. I'm just going to send them to a better place.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's hard to give up a child
That's
like
tough.
that, man.
Yeah, that's
Isn't that
extremely
something?
tough. That is a discussion in itself. What do you do in that space? How how do you feel? It's almost as tough as it's the whole abortion conversation that people have and this and that and the different
Versus
reasons.
adoption.
Versus adoption, and man, that's
Shout out to all the mamas out there.
Shout out to the mamas.
Man, shout out to the mamas being
on.
mamas.
Yes.
Being mamas.
And encouragement to the mamas that's afraid, that's thinking, that's unsure, man. Be encouraged, because at the end of the day, being a mom is going to grow you in some way, shape, or form, and you still have love to implement to someone. But please don't be afraid to ask for help, because I ain't got no kids. For sure.
For sure, man. Hey, we're going to take a quick break and come back. We're still going to share you some important life lessons that our moms have taught us. I got a good one of sacrifice, intimate moment that I'm going to share with you guys when we come back. Don't go anywhere. It's the Reverb Live Show with DJ Rain.
The Urban Gospel Show that gives you live interviews, the latest news, and topics that keep you tweeting. It's the Reverb Live Show with DJ Rain.
Hello?
Hey, Ma.
Yeah.
Can we kick it?
Can we kick it?
I'm sorry. Can I talk to you for a minute?
That's more like it.
Okay, here's my story. In becoming a lady,
Yeah.
there are so many things to learn about life and things that we made up.
Now let me see where this is all going.
Don't wanna be mistaken for not being a Christian girl.
Well,
And my fear is being made fun of.
baby, let me tell you how to cope.
Tell me.
Because your mama went through the same thing. Be not justified by what your friends might think.
Mama, I do my best to obey the rules that you and Daddy set. Keep me from doing something that I might regret. Even though it's hard, Mama, don't change.
Being your mama ain't an easy test. It's more than examples of how to cook and dress. The discipline and values I know you need to get. Even though you're hot and it don't change. Now go ahead, baby.
I know that I am special.
Yeah, you are.
Because I am a child of the
Mommy,
king.
baby.
But at the school, they be thinking that I'm arrogant.
What?
Ooh,
Now, how would
I
you-
don't understand it.
Well,
You told me to be proud of myself.
yes, I did.
Why does it feel like I'm doing all the wrong things?
Tell you how to be when you're attacked by the hands of enemy. Hold your head up high and take it out
Mama, I do my best to obey the rules that you and Daddy set. I really try. Keep me from doing something that I might regret. Even though it's hard, Mama, don't change.
Being your mama ain't an easy task. More than examples of how to look and dress. Discipline and values I know you need to get. Even though you're hot and it don't change.
Mama, I know it looks like I'm not listening, but I hear you and Daddy too. Thank you for showing what to do.
Well, Lord, you try. We know it ain't easy to live this life sometimes.
But as long as you're by my side,
We will do it together.
I know what it means when you see them things on the TV screen. Make a sister wanna. You wanna make it quick. Every time you see 23 or 24 thick on the floor. But mama knows best.
Yep.
And daddy told you whenever you come correct. But take your time, baby, and be a young lady. You got your whole life ahead of you. Now bring the pain, baby, don't change.
Mama, I do my
Reverb Live Show. Reverb Live Crew is in the building. DJ Rain.
Master Minister Tracy.
And Momma Boy D3.
You just heard the Reverb Hot Pick of the Week. It's Don't Change by Karen Clark Sherrod featuring Kiki. I thought it was Kiki's song, but it's Karen's song.
All this time I thought it was Kiki's song too, but it's actually Karen's song.
Wow, I did not know that.
Yeah. But it's a beautiful song nonetheless.
Beautiful song. I was just listening to it. I'm like, yeah, okay, Mama. I love it. I love it. What's up? One time for the Clark sisters who had a strong mama.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. We're talking about things that our parents, our moms specifically, has taught us. Let's go back around the room again, Tracy. What is your mom taught you that you've carried with you to this day?
One of the things that my mom taught me was to go visit the elderly.
Oh, that's good.
So I remember one day one of my godfather, he was older, and I had an older godmother, and just a lot of older folks that were around me, especially in the church that I grew up in. And she ended up, I got in the car one day and I was just like, man, why we gotta go over their house? It's so, I was like, it's boring and it smelled weird.
You were one
I said,
kid.
But it's true though.
She just
old people smell.
Oh,
I
my
said, it's boring over there. It smell weird. Why we gotta go over there? Like, I really want to go home and do other stuff, go play. And she said to me, always go check on the elderly, your elders. Always check on the elders. And so every week, she was doing that. And so every time, even after my mom's death, every time I go home and I visit, the first people who I go visit are my elders.
Wow.
People who are my godparents, people who are older than me, my mom's friends, all of her friends, all of her best friends. I'm going to check on them.
Yeah.
I'm going to pray with them. I'm doing things because that's one thing that my mom taught me. Always
That's good.
go check on your elders.
That's good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah,
D, what
man.
you got, man?
You know, it's very ironic because my mom taught me to call my grandparents. She taught me to call them when, rather that's you calling them on holidays, their birthdays, remembering them, not forgetting them, because at one point they were your babysitters before this person was.
Oh, my.
You may not be able to do it now. They were the one that gave me that pot roast when I couldn't feed you. You know, they were the house we went and slept over when hard times came. And like I said, she never directly said that specifically, but she would make us do it. And I was kind of like, I was like, Mom, even when I got in college, did you call your grandma?
Yeah.
It's her birthday today. Did you call this person?
Yeah, that's good.
And even if you had a success, Mom says call them and tell them about your success. They want to hear it.
Oh, that
Yeah,
is
they
true.
want to hear it.
They
They
want to
wanna know
hear it.
what?
They
Look
want to
at my-
rejoice with you.
Yeah, look at the fruit of my influence.
Yeah,
Yes.
I had something to do with that,
Exactly.
raising that child.
Exactly.
That is true, man. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Even that you say that, like I even have like my older aunts and stuff. Today in my calendar even popped up like call your aunt Sugar, call your aunt Casey. They are my grandfather's sisters.
Wow.
And they're older, so I try to put in my calendar once a month. I make it remind me, call them, check in on
that's
them,
cool.
even though I'm out of town.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So, but I would tell you another thing that my mom taught me. She used to always say, attitude is everything. Attitude is everything. We could be in the store and I could say, can I have this? I want this. And she says no, and I'm pouting and I'm mad. We get in the car, I'm mad all the way in the car. I don't know what's in my mama's mind. She may have had in her mind to buy me something different, or she may know something is better that she can give me. But if I'm acting like that, she's not gonna give it to me. So she used to say, all right, attitude is everything.
Ooh, that's
Attitude
good.
is everything.
Oh, Tracy,
and
Mama,
then
yeah.
it kind of blew up. It kind of, expanded a bit in my mind when I came across a quote that says, your attitude is like a flat tire. You're not going anywhere until you change it.
Ooh, that's good.
Yes.
I like it.
hard.
I like it. I like
So
it. I
shout
like
out
it.
to the mama trying to check that attitude.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. I know I've learned. My mom, doesn't walk around saying those cool sayings. She will say Jamaicanisms to me.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that.
like
Come
it.
on, ain't cool running. Come on.
I remember one. She said, "Cow don't know you sign tail until they chop off." And I was like, "What?"
Say it one more time and slower.
Cow don't know you sign tail until they chop off.
Yeah, I'm
Okay, so a cow
that sounds like Spanish.
doesn't know the use or value the use of his tail until it gets cut off.
Wow.
Because the tail was there to keep the flies away.
Yeah.
But he didn't value the tail. It didn't care for it until it got chopped off. I'm like, hey, where are all these flies
Flies in
around
my
me?
butt. Oh.
Exactly.
I thought you
So that was one saying that I remember her saying. But man, recently, the NFL draft just happened, and I love draft day. Not because your favorite team is going to get this new star that's going to help your team win the Super Bowl, but because you have these kids that were playing football since they were in Pee Wee school and playing Pee Wee League and went through high school, and now they're in college, and now they're at the top of their game. And there was a mom behind them that took them to every game. And if she couldn't make it to the game, she had to work 2 and 3 and 4 jobs to pay for that boy to play that game. And in the end, it finally paid off for the mom. And the son, if they had a good son, the mom would have been there, and the son would have said, "Mama, you can retire now. I can now take care of you." And I was like, oh. Bro. There was this story of this guy. He played for Michigan, number 9 or number 19. I think his name was Pettyway something. I should have got his name. But it was on ESPN. I think he went like 11 or 15 in the draft. And he came from a country in Africa, poor country. His mom was there. His mom had to flee that country because of all the civil war and the unrest that was there. She moved to another part of Africa, got pregnant with 2 boys. They sent her to America to find a better life in Philadelphia. For some reason, he became good in football, and he was an amazing football star. Went and got and said, "Mom, if you send me to this high school, even though it's expensive, trust me, I'll do good enough to where you don't have to pay for me to go to college."
Come on, man.
The tuition for that school, for the high school, was $15,000 a year. Woo. This is high school. And she said, "But it's going to cost money. I don't have." She had to take a second and third job to pay for this boy to go to school to play a game. So that way his education would be free when he went to college. He went to college. He showed out and did his thing. And when the cameras got on him and interviewed him, he said, "Man, I did this because of the sacrifice my mom made." And she never asked for anything. All she did was sacrifice for me. And because of that sacrifice, now I can give her everything she ever wanted.
I know that's right.
And man, when I looked at that thing and I heard that story and I watched it and I cried.
I know that's right.
My mom I said, "Mom, watch this." And we watched the whole thing and I cried and she was crying and I was crying. I was like, "Mom, I'm sorry I just wasn't good enough. I don't have $1 million to give you." Because, you know, these guys are making $20, $30, $40 million contracts now.
Not yet, but if your Dogecoin hit.
These cryptocurrencies, right?
If your crypto hit. You know what I'm saying?
But I was telling her that I didn't give all the money. I didn't make all the money that I could make. But the only thing that I could do was be a good son to you, was be a good boy. Yeah. And everything that I have, I can give it to you. That's all I have for right now.
But you know what? Your mama, that's probably all she cares about.
And that's all she wants. She said, "That's all right, baby. That's all I wanted from you. It's okay. It's okay.
That's
it's
all
okay."
mamas want. Mamas want their babies to do good. And
try
nobody bet not bother my baby. That's what mamas want.
Was it Matt Pettinelli?
Was it who?
Matt Pettinelli?
No, he had an African name.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
From University of Michigan. Number 11 or number 15 in the draft. Go look him up. Interesting story on ESPN. People, that's it for this show. If you got a mama out there or someone that was in that mama position, please go tell her thank you.
Yes.
Give her a hug. Give her some love. Buy something. Cook a dinner. Flip an egg.
Something.
A bowl of rice. Something. I don't know what it is. But tell her you love them and tell them you appreciate all the sacrifices they have done for you. People, this is it for this hour of the Reverb Live Show. If you miss any of this part of the episode, or you want to catch up on some of our past episodes, D, what can they do?
They can take that egg and that bowl of rice, sit down and go to SoundCloud, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, TuneCore, and search Reverb Live Show. Recap the shows, man. And like, comment, and share the material.
And if you have any questions, topic ideas, or you want to advertise on a Reverb Live Show, hit us up at info@reverbliveshow.com. We would love to hear from you.
That's it for the Reverb Live Show with DJ Rain.
Can't get enough of the Reverb Live Show? Listen to our podcast. Available on reverbliveshow.com and on iTunes.
News, interviews, and laughter. It's the Reverb Live Show with DJ Rain.